Well, a very good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to our continued coverage of the European Gymnastics Championships. You're having live pictures here from Leipzig in Germany. I'm sitting alongside Craig Heap and Christine Still in sunny, blustery Salford. It's Matt Baker here. We're very, very excited for this men's all-around competition. This afternoon was the women's all-around. This evening is all about the men, and these are the gymnasts, the top 24 from qualification, who will be competing over 6 pieces of apparatus: the floor, the pommel horse, the rings, the vault, the P-bars, and the high bar. Victor Martinez of Belgium coming out into the arena. Mario Macchiati of Italy. So this is the second group that are coming out here. These are the gymnasts that have qualified just outside of the top 10. Anthony Monsar saw him brilliantly compete in the mixed team event yesterday. Yumin Abatini starting on pommel horse, a great piece of apparatus for him. He qualified 5th for the pommel horse final. It's going to be an interesting battle, this, Craig and Chris, because the current holder of the title, Marius Georgiou of Cyprus, he isn't in this final, so we're going to see a new champion here today, and as I say, 6 pieces of apparatus to battle around. It's a long way around, and consistency is the key.
It certainly is, and I guess I don't want to say it's a little bit easier for the men compared to the women, but we have 6 pieces of apparatus, so if you have a fall or a slight mistake, there is the potential of clawing back onto the podium. But with the women, it's a lot more difficult with only 4 apparatus. I think it'd be great if the Swiss could take the all-round title, but I'm very excited to see what young Luke Whitehouse can do for Great Britain. We've also seen over the past few years the Hungarian Mezeros. He's really come through the ranks, so could he win the all-round title?
Well, you mentioned Luke Whitehouse of Great Britain, and here he comes. He was looking on song in the men's team final, which they were victorious. They took gold. There's Mezeros of Hungary.
He's one to watch for me, I feel.
To be honest with you, all of these lads are very, very capable. Noah Seifert, he's actually the highest qualifier for this all-round competition. And you're going to see Jamie Lewis of Great Britain now. Here he comes. Great reception.
And Jamie is the national champion. He won the British Championships. Reasonably recently back from injury, but a great junior record.
Yes, Beth Tweddle and myself were talking about him earlier on. He hasn't long been up in the senior ranks, but he's made a real impact.
Well, he qualified in 7th place, not too far behind 3rd. I mean, they're very close together, 80.165, teammate Luke with 80.732. So, yeah, it's certainly going to be tight for the top 3.
I think it's going to be a tight competition all the way through. If you look at the top 2 qualified with 81, and then you go down to 11th that scored 80. So, you know, there's not very much between any of these gymnasts.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very close, a real battle. And as we've seen, obviously, in the women's falls will be costly. But if you're high on your difficulty, then you're still in with a chance. Anna Barbosu fell on beam and still managed to get herself a medal. Incredible, really. First medal for Romania on the women's side in the all-round for 12 years. But Manila Esposito, she took the gold, retaining her title. But as we were saying earlier on, Marius Georgiou, who won the title last year, is not in this final, so we're going to see a new king of the all-around crowned at these European Championships. Here's an idea of who's starting where. We've got 2 British gymnasts in the top group that are starting on floor. A lot of interest here, and yeah, Luke Whitehouse qualified 3rd. This would be his first international senior medal at the Europeans if he was to medal in the all-rounds, as far as the all-round is concerned.
Yeah, we're used to seeing him starring on the floor exercise,
yeah.
but
this is all about the all-round. This is the 6 pieces, very different.
Different deal.
I just wonder, you know, psychologically, he's going for his 3rd floor title, and I wonder would he swap the gold on the floor in the finals for an all-round medal? It's quite an interesting debate, really.
Quite an interesting debate, but these 2 youngsters are putting their names down firmly as wanting to be all-rounders for this cycle. We've got quite a lot of have over the last cycle had quite a lot of men who are specialists, but they've come out as to they want to be considered the all-rounders, and I think they'll be both wanting to put their mark down today.
I mean, it's an incredible discipline, this event, when you think about it. It's like, you know, you think of the likes of, you know, athletics and the decathlon and the heptathlon and all the very different events that that the title makes. So I mean, the all-around title, you're talking about Luke there coming out and being a floor specialist, but then to be good on pommel horse, as we're seeing the gymnasts warming up here, also to be adept on rings and high bar. So yeah, it's very difficult to train for all 6 pieces throughout the week and then get ready for competition too.
Yeah, I was going to say, sorry, Christine.
No, absolutely, and I was going to say it's also, you know, you want to have your specialism, so he will still want to be considered a specialist on floor, but he's got to find time to do that and do the other 5 pieces as well. It's a big ask.
Yeah, and to have unbelievable difficulty to be able to compete on the international stage. It's not like, oh, we'll go over to floor and just do a few forward rolls and cartwheels.
Yeah, and I think, you know, we've talked about this as a blue ribbon event. This is the one I think that gymnasts really want to win. Being the master across all the 6 pieces of apparatus, or 4 for the women, it's something that you train for, and then due through natural selection you might go off and become a specialist. Interesting, he started as a specialist on floor and he's decent on vault as well, and now he's developed his programme to become an all-rounder. And sometimes when you think about making a team for the Olympic Games, it is always very subjective to go for 1 or 2 pieces, but to be the top all-arounder, you're almost solidifying your place on that team. So I think over the next couple of years, these young gymnasts will really want to say, I'm in the mix, I want to be in LA, and this is the opportunity. And really good, actually, we've got some real depth in the men's programme as well. If you think that in 2023, Jake Jarman won a silver medal, and he's been pushed out of the final by 2 of the younger guys in the team, that's showing a great pathway within your sport. If you're there for a long time and you're not being pushed out, I feel like your sport's not progressing. It's standing still, and it's been proven because the men took the team title a couple of days ago.
Yeah, and almost, I mean, it's interesting. You listen to Harry Hepworth, and talking about a gold medal, and you know, they were saying, oh, it's, you know, it's been a while since you've won a gold, it's about time. And it's sort of that expectant, you know, yes, you know, golds haven't come, but we expect them to happen, and it's been a long time in the making. He's still a young lad, you know. In our day, Craig, you could only dream of, you know, making the final, let alone winning a medal, and you know, being gold too. Yeah,
absolutely, and just being in the arena with the dominant forces around Europe or the world are at the Olympic Games, and who would have thought that Great Britain, certainly on the men's side, I mean, the women have always had a real presence. I think back to Sydney where I competed, we had a full women's team. We've always been around the top 6, but to have a full men's team now and to be winning medals internationally has been a huge transformation.
So as we look at Adam Azale, he salutes the judges. It's time for the beginning of this men's all-around European Championship. Adam Azale, 26 years old, 5th highest qualifier.
And he's got huge tumbling, this gymnast. He was all-round champion in 2023. And he's certainly got the pedigree, very stylish as well, accurate, building his difficulty on combining these skills together. One of the big changes in the men's code after the Olympics was the gymnasts reducing the number of skills in the routine from 10 down to 8. And just look at the strength there. He's a master of the rings and transferring that skill onto the floor. Qualified down in 6th place, but certainly got the pedigree to take a medal. That's one of the new requirements, a balance the men must show on the floor. Good start so far though. Full twist in, double back. Great solid performance from Adam Azil. You can see his pump for it. Could be a dark horse in this all-round final.
I think it honestly could go anywhere in this top group. Azil's so capable, and a great piece for him to start. Look at the power.
Super technique on those 2 twists, well, in 2 somersaults.
Across the vault we go. Kacper Garnczarek of Poland.
Just 1 vault in this competition. Oh, and he won't be happy with that start. Handspring double front. He got his feet down first, but his body weight was behind him and he had to sit down at the finish. Gets up well, but look.
He did that vault well in qualification, such a shame. And really, you know, it's a long way around the 6 pieces. What a way to start. It's going to be the climb back for Kacper over the next 5 pieces. He's 22 years old. Matteo Ciupolini will be the next gymnast to go on floor. But not before Adam Azil.
Takes off the precautionary bandaging.
And receives his score. So 13.466, much higher than qualification. He's 3/4 of a mark up on where he was, so keep an eye on that man. It's a great start for Adam Azil. Matteo Ciupolini was the 4th highest qualifier, just 20 years old. He's one of the youngest gymnasts in this top group. Really made a mark since he came on to the senior stage. He got the 10th place at the Olympics in this all-round competition.
Well, another gymnast with huge potential. Very efficient first tumble. And again, really secure on the landings. Switzerland are a team very similar to Great Britain over the sort of last decade of gymnastics. They really have shot up the ranks. That's nice work. Good clearance over the floor. Needs to fix and hold for the required 2 seconds. Well round the 2.5 twist. Makes it look so easy. This gymnast frame really suits the twisting elements. Beautiful double pipe back. What a great start.
Brilliant start from the young Swiss gymnast. First chance to see a gymnast swing the pommel horse. Often referred to as the men's version of beam. Yumin Abedini. He's in the pommel final, so this should be impressive. He's heavy there.
Well, very original start. This is all about generating the swing, breaking into the flares. Good separation in the legs as he travels along the horse. The turn there, that's the spindle. Even more difficult with the hands on the outside of the pommel handles. Spindle in the flare. Really does build the difficulty. Up into handstand. Oh, and it came off the wrong way. Bit costly on the dismount there.
That was definitely not the plan of how he wanted to exit the pommel horse.
And that bending of the arms, the judges are looking for a smooth transition in the handstand. Any sign of strength will be deducted.
12.6 for Kacper Gonczarek of Poland after sitting down on that vault. Still a high score from a sitted vault.
Yep, 1 whole mark off for the fall.
Wow, 13.733 sees Stu Bellini go ahead of Adam Asil. He's leading the field at the moment, but for how long? Because Luke Whitehouse of Great Britain is an absolute master on this piece of apparatus. 2 times European gold medalist. He's qualified, of course, for the floor final. The British floor champion opens up his bid for an all-around medal at these Europeans. Come on, Luke.
Well, watch this big opening tumble, a triple back somersault. Just that little adjustment on landing, but this is a very crucial tumble. Double twist into the double front. Did really well there to control with the step forward. That's better. Needs to fix the handstand. Part of the requirement, a non-acrobatic skill. It's not just all about the big tumbles. That was beautifully done. Double pike front somersault. It was a bit edgy on the second tumble, but for now, he's settled in well to the routine. Very well there, the triple twist. Come on, Luke. Easily done. Double twist in, double back. Great start for Luke's. Got to get into the 14s. Really needs a big score.
Very strong start indeed. He was, well, always going to rely on floor to try and offer him those extra tenths.
Look how much time he's got to let go of his knees, plant them on the floor. It's not just a triple round, it's a triple landed as well. And this is so impressive. This is just textbook, isn't it? Hands in front, bend the knees, snap the feet together. He's a very well-disciplined gymnast. And that was a great start for him.
Joel Plata off spin. It's at the end of the vault runway. It's outside of the top 10 in the all-round last year, finishing 11th.
Real power here. Oh, and he just got those feet down. The handspring double front with the half turn. His ankles will have felt that deep landing.
I felt his ankles then as well.
He didn't quite block right the way through off the top, did he?
I think it was a little bit late on, actually. For that vault as well, you really have to get in early.
And I think from that angle, we could see one knee went down on that landing.
13.6. Still a high score for a landing like that. OK, Luke, come on. Let's see a number one. We do! He's in the lead, 14.333. So Luke Whitehouse goes ahead of Matteo Giubellini.
6-1 in difficulty. Now that it's marked out of 8 elements rather than 10, it's obviously bringing the difficulty down a bit, but he's still up in the 6s. That's impressive.
So Christopher Mazaros of Hungary. Now watch this, because this gymnast here is the second highest qualifier across all 6 pieces of apparatus. He got a bronze medal on this piece at last year's Euros on floor.
And that was very important, the full twisting front into the double pike front. Very precise. And the 2.5 twist into double tuck front. There's such enormously difficult tumbles. And just down the side, a double twisting front. You have to know where you are in the air so well, but he's classy, this guy, as well. Looked lovely, straight legs, straight body position in those double leg circles. And this is, as Craig said, is something that has to be included now, a single leg balance. He held it steadily. Needs another great landing. Here we go. 2.5 twist. Everything perfectly precise. Up. Full twisting double back, half in, half out. Well, there was not much to deduct there at all.
This top group, they're on song, aren't they?
Well, we've seen this gymnast, haven't we, really mature over the past couple of years, and we've said, you know, he's going to be a force to reckon with. And actually, I think Christine hit it in a nutshell. He's very stylish on this piece of apparatus, and his landings as well was so accurate. And I think what he probably lacks a little bit on his difficulty compared to Luke is his execution. That'll score very well.
Yes, you could see even the way he sort of entered the floor area at the beginning, completely in the zone from the start. Aberdeen scores a 12.5 after that early exit from Pommelhorse.
Costly, the dismount.
So across to the end of the vault runway, and Elijah Favorus, he's a huge vaulter. What's he got in store?
Oh, twisting vault, very nicely landed. Little bit of split legs in the flight on. The judges judge from as soon as you've left the board, and you could see the legs were apart there. There's the 2.5 twist, and he was just a bit offline, wasn't he?
Yeah.
1 foot outside the tram line.
But what a first piece for him. 13.7. He's vaulted himself up into the top flight there. So Meszaros of Hungary scores a 13.966. He goes into second.
Yes, like you said, down on difficulty 5.5, but up on execution.
Very stylish.
Luke Whitehouse still leads. Noah Seifert, Switzerland. Highest qualifier. Didn't have a happy time on this piece in the mixed team final, but he's got some skills.
Oh, and again, struggled a little bit with that first transition, full twist into the double front. That's much better, very neat. The double pike front somersault. Showing strength and flexibility. Interesting where the gymnasts choose to show the balance. That's the Y balance, obviously for spectators or viewers, because it is in the Y shape compared to an arabesque. That was very secure, 2.5 twist into a straight front somersault. Final tumble, stands up, the double pike back. Well, a good solid routine, but there were a few bits in there where you could take the odd 10. He certainly wasn't happy with the opening tumble.
Well, that was what he fell on, wasn't it, in the mixed team competition?
I mean, it's a blind landing, a very, very difficult anyway, in a piked position.
But the second pass there with the double front, that was really good.
That was nice, yeah.
But it just proves how difficult it is when you're combining one skill into another. And a little bit of a hesitation there, Chris.
Yeah, it's not quite the same level of difficulty to finish with the double pike as opposed to a multiple twisting somersault, but he's a very good all-rounder, isn't he? classy on all pieces.
And it's about doing enough to stay in contention all the way around. And you look at some of his other pieces, which are definitely stronger. So another Hungarian in this all-round final. That's Benedikt Tănceanu.
Scurries down that runway. Oh, looks a little sore on that ankle. He lifted it up as he landed, but that was a good, long, powerful vault. 2 twists here. 1, 2. Opens out. He just looked a little bit uncomfortable on that foot when he landed, but not too many deductions there.
Noah Seifer scores a 13.133, puts him in 11th, but keep an eye on him because he's got some strong pieces to come. On to the last gymnast in this top group, and it's Great Britain's Jamie Lewis, the British all-around champion. Full of character and looking to make a mark here on the senior European stage. First of 6 for Great Britain's Jamie Lewis.
Oh, and I could just see there that first full twist. If you don't get the takeoff just right, then the trajectory of the second, it's impossible when you take off. Good second tumble though. Lovely flare work into the handstand, back down into the flares. Well harnessed, 2.5 twist, floats into the straight front somersault. Takes a big deep breath, fill the lungs. Lovely double pipe back. Well, what a shame, because if he hadn't have fallen, it would have been a different story.
But there's some wonderful work in there. I mean, gosh, you know, what he's lacking in senior experience, that's going to come, you know, it really is. He's got a wealth of skill. Nils Dunkel of Germany in front of his home crowd. Listen to the roar as he steps up to Pommelhorse. Germans, traditionally not their best piece of apparatus, but
that was smooth, straight into the handstand. Working the one pommel. Oh, lovely skill there. Lots of originality. Maybe we have a German pommel worker after all, Matt, because this is good work.
yeah.
Difficult. The forward travel and backwards. Magyar Shavado, quite common. Lovely there on the woo. Up into the handstand.
Yes.
Great routine. Well, it must have heard you there, Matt, because that was
interesting.
great.
Do you know, I remember the great Fabian Hambushin saying, we need to work Pommelhorse, we need to work Pommelhorse, it's letting us down, and there you are. You get the likes of these who, you know, concentrate on the gym all those years ago, and what a performance he's put out there. Nils Duncan.
Great style, as you have to have on the pommel horse. It's so difficult to hold this body straight while you're circling as well, but he showed that style throughout the routine. And excellent into the dismount, right up through the handstand and round. Well,
I mean, it is one of his best pieces. He did get a bronze medal at the European Pommel Horse Finals 3 years ago.
Well, 13.8 in qualification.
Sebastian Spunik on vault.
Norwegians renowned for good vaulting, and he's showing you just that lovely double front with half turn, nailed that landing. Look, he gets the hands in really fast, up. 2.5 somersaults, rolls round the half turn. When they hit these vaults well, they're so impressive. Look at the height.
14.4, he's up 0.2 on his qualification score.
He's in the lead.
Yeah. Yes, says Nils. Rings next for him, but 14.1 will go a long way. That was a German bid after the first piece of apparatus.
A little bit higher than his qualification, so he'll be happy with that.
Casimir Schmidt of Netherlands, he qualified 12th for this all-round final. Actually got a 13th place at the Olympics in the all-round final. Managed a 13.3 in qualification on this piece. This gymnasts in the second group. The Olympic order is floor, pommels, rings, vault, parallel bars, and then finishing on high bar. Judges are ready. Green light, fully chalked up. Casimir Schmidt of Netherlands with his first of the 6 pieces.
Well, one of the most experienced gymnasts in this all-around competition. Good solid start. Drive the heels, keep the momentum. Splits up into handstand, he'll come back down into flares, that's good work. Come on, travelling along the horse, this is where your arms are filling with lactic acid, you've got to get up into the handstand.
Brilliant.
And he is through. I think he prefers the 8 to 10 skills.
Well, it's really interesting, isn't it? Because the routines are shorter. That's for sure. You just almost get into it from a sort of spectator's point of view and it's over.
Well, it's all about longevity for the gymnasts. I mean, they did it, what, about 15 years ago for the women, Chris? And I think it's had a big difference.
Yeah, definitely. Zippier routines.
Yeah, the junior men have always had the 8 skills, haven't they? And so then it was always quite a big step up for them to go to seniors and add in 2 skills.
12.5 for Yumin Aberdini.
Well, actually, talking about his pommels then, actually, looking at it as he got to the end, I don't think he had 2 skills left in him. You know, he was like, I've got to the end.
12.1 for Great Britain's Jamie Lewis after sitting down on that first tumble. But this is all about him gaining that experience now, and let's just hope that he really relishes this opportunity. Leo Saladino. Cross on rings.
And France have a tradition of strong rings workers. Our first look at this beautiful body shape. You have to hold each of the strength moves. Here we go again, hold without moving. That's good. But it's if you link the strength moves together that you get the big bonuses. However, you have to be able to swing as well, and that was beautiful swinging between the rings. Finishes in a good handstand, swings again to handstand. And after all that strength-sapping work, you have to have a big dismount, and he certainly had that. Double twisting, double twist. Very nice work.
And a 13.566 would be very helpful on rings. So it looks as if the first rotation is over with, and this is how things stand. Sebastian Spunevik of Norway vaults himself into the lead ahead of Luke Whitehouse by less than a tenth. Nils Dunkel of Germany on pommel horse there. He's in third at the moment with Christopher Mesorosh in fourth. Adam Azil after floor is in ninth, and Great Britain's Jamie Lewis after that first tumble. What a shame for him. 24th. But he'll climb from there, I have no doubt.
Yes, he did very well, really, to put the opening tumble behind him and perform well after that.
He did. I was very impressed. You know, if you sit down early on, you know, your mind's thinking, come on, I've got to get through it. And yeah, the rest of the routine, you can see the potential there. And I think it's just, again, a lack of experience in this sort of arena, this sort of setting. I'm sure he'll pick himself up for the rest of the competition.
So the gymnasts are just having a warm-up on their second piece of apparatus, rotation number 2. So that top group moved to pommel horse, and here's confirmation that the 2 British lads are there. Luke Whitehouse will be second up. Jamie Lewis will be the 5th gymnast of the 6th. But I think Luke will be pleased with his positioning so far. I know Spunovic has very, very high score in vault there, but he won't be able to maintain that for another 5 pieces of apparatus. And Luke is strong, but not the strongest bid from Great Britain on pommel horse this year, which is, you know, quite interesting when you think back through our history and how brilliant we've been on pommel horse and how we've used that to really, you know, boost the all-round scores.
Well, it's interesting as we've followed the gymnastics. What tends to happen with the nation is somebody becomes really good at something, and it's almost like a breakthrough, and everybody else follows on. They learn from the coaching, they learn from the routine construction. Yes, we had a really good dominance of pommel horse, but actually we were quite poor on high bar and rings, and then Courtney got good on rings, then we got good on vault, and it tends to work in shifts. If you think about on the women's side, when Beth worked really well on bars and became really good, it's almost like then Becky Downey followed in the footsteps of great bar working. I always feel like you need somebody to break through. It not necessarily mean that we're really bad at that, it's just we follow that, and unfortunately pommel horse is a bit of a weakness at the moment. But if I'm looking at the scores with the group going on to pommel horse now, they are all pretty low on that, apart from Giubilini from Italy. The rest are 12s to 13s.
Do you follow that, Beth? I mean, Craig was talking about you as if you weren't here there. You are sat at the end of our commentary bench. But it's interesting that you get those trailblazers within the national team that really do make the others realise it's possible and train alongside.
Yeah, I think because the younger generation are then training alongside the senior gymnasts, and the coaches are learning from the coaches. They learn how to play the code of points, what's the best execution, what's the best routines, how to compose a routine for that apparatus. But I think it does go in phases. Great Britain were traditionally, on the women's side, quite poor at vault, and then we made quite a tactical move to get stronger on vault, and you could see that over the past 10 years that they really started to come strong on vault.
Okay, well, on we go then with the second rotation. Nicola Coela starts things off for us.
Oh, and that zipped through the air, but it never came out of the tuck, did it? The trick with those vaults is you've got to get up, get in tight to your tuck, and then time exactly right when to come out. Unfortunately, the floor hit him before he made that decision to come out.
Well, it looked like he was going to do a half out because he had such height there. He was like a spinning top. And that's what's difficult about the double front compared to the half out. You have got nothing to fix and turn into. So, yeah, unfortunate.
So, Matteo Giubilini, fourth highest qualifier.
Well, straight into the single leg work. He's got a good extension at the front of the circle. Just went a little bit soft there, but he's keeping the momentum. The judges are looking for him to hover, float above the pommels. That's good hand placement as well, the forward travel. Judges looking for the hands to be in parallel. Zips up into the handstand with the pirouette, no problem at all.
Again, very efficient as an all-rounder. Job done.
The Swiss gymnasts are very efficient on the technical pieces, aren't they? The parallel bars, the pommel horse. They always impress.
Yeah, he'll be a quiet sort of dark horse as he works his way around these 6 pieces. Yeah, keep an eye on the scoreboard for him, and he'd make a bit of history if he can get a medal. It'll be the first time since 1957 that Switzerland have won a medal in the all-round. So wouldn't that be something? Jo Platter.
Well, we've had a few firsts this championships already.
Yes. So Jo Platter over on parallel bars. He's the Spanish P-bar champion.
Starts very comfortably. Little pause there, but he hits his shapes well. Just a little bit of a bend of the arms. Judges deduct for that. Nicely up into handstand here. Front somersault. He's quite zippy with this routine. This sets up the dismount. Oh, just about got his feet down. And I have to say, the P-bars for me, I can really see how much shorter the routines are with these 2 less elements.
Yes, because even if you're putting a linking move between the elements as well, it's sort of almost a third of your routine is gone.
Yeah.
12.7 for Nicola Köhler. That's your Jubileenia, 13.666. That was an efficient pommel horse routine, gathering lots of tenths.
Well, down a little bit on qualification, and those tenths will play a big part at the end.
Luke Whitehouse now with his 2nd piece in this men's all-round final. Currently 2nd. Took a bronze medal at the British Championships in the all-round competition.
Well, if there's an apparatus to make an improvement in his all-round performance, this is it. Yeah, just a little bit of leg separation.
Keep it going, Luke.
Got to drive the heels. You can't try and strengthen this piece of apparatus. It just doesn't work. You've got to let it flow. Come on, Luke. Up into handstand pirouette. Oh! Well, that's a fall. He's looking at his coach. Do I do the dismount? Yes, he will, because it's a full mark and you lose the requirement. Fall on the apparatus.
He missed his hand placement there, didn't he?
Up into the pirouette now, no problem, 2nd time round, but that will probably be costly.
Ah, what a shame for Luke. I mean, it was needed that extra strength in that dismount, and it was such a strength-sapping routine that by the time he got to the end, he just ran out of steam, didn't he?
He did indeed. That was the 2nd try.
Jo Platter, a 13.433 for parallel bars. Big step on landing, but still a good score. Elijah Fabrus of Netherlands. The good vault in the 1st rotation. He was down in qualification on the score here, parallel bars. Just scored an 11.366.
So he'll be wanting to improve on that. Got to block out into handstand, he makes it. He can swing nicely. It's a little slow, but that was better. He hits a good handstand shape. He just looks a little lacking in confidence here. This is better though. And a double pike dismount. It was a short routine and it got better as it went along.
Just 18 years old. What a shame for Luke. Pommel horse score is 11.366. 4 more pieces for him.
Well, he'll have to pick himself up, pull himself together. It'd be a big ask to get back into the top 3.
Well, Christopher Meszaros was in 4th after the first piece. Key piece this for him now. Qualified 2nd for the all-round competition. This is a big routine.
Well, if you look back in the history books on this piece of apparatus, the Hungarian team will be firmly embedded in there. Very small gymnast, compact, but swinging the apparatus well. Very difficult travel. Good extension, feet locked together. The forward travel. Magyar. Got to keep the momentum. Come on, up into the handstand pirouettes. Great start. Another good solid routine. He'll be happy with that.
Well, he scored a 13.833 in qualification.
It looked good stuff to me, and
Yeah.
like you've said, Craig, Hungary are steeped in great pommel horse champions.
Crane now. Vladislav at the end of the vault runway.
And we expect to see great vaulting from Ukraine as well. And that was a good, stylish double twist.
Vladislav Riko scored a 13.333 in qualification, so he's just down on that. Will be rings next from Meszaros. Got 2 pieces done. Is he still in medal contention? I would imagine so. Yep, 2nd as it stands, 13.133 for the Hungarian. Get the guards on. Ready for rings.
Well, he was down a bit on the difficulty and his score from qualification.
He looked a little perplexed.
Yeah,
a little perplexed.
Like it.
Yes, as to why that score has come out like that.
Well, Noah Seifert is the 2nd of the Swiss gymnasts in this top group. It's the highest qualifier.
Good secure start. Oh, and a bit wild there, but did well to control, keeping the shoulders directly over the support. The handle, that's the tricky part. Breaks into the flares. Travelling forwards and backwards. Pirouette, very efficient. Well, he'll keep the pressure on.
I'll tell you what, there was a couple of good rescues in there, wasn't there? Even at the finish, he had a little moment which he managed to control. Great composure. Very, very impressive stuff. He's 26 years old, using all of that experience. So across to Nils Dunkel with his 2nd piece. The German was in 3rd.
Make sure of his hand placement on the rings. Good straight body shape. And circles to another immensely Strong shape. Shoulders here have to be down in line with the hands. Hold that balance, and now he's swinging as well. You have to swing to handstand backwards and forwards and link the somersaults. He does that very nicely indeed. Here comes the dismount. Double, double. He's still pumping away there.
He's having a great time, as are the home crowd. Loving his work.
He's having the time of his life.
Yeah. Well, the last time Germany were on the medal podium was back in 2011. You remember Philip Boy?
Yes.
Yes, well, he took gold back in 2011. Oh, grapes, that's a good idea.
Yeah, fruit salad.
Faberus at 12.766 for a few stalls, shall we say, on parallel bars. High bar next. High flyers up in the arena. Noah Cypher scores 13.566. Drops down to 6th.
Again, down a couple of tenths on his start value, but not too dissimilar score, so it'll keep him in the mix.
Jamie Lewis is next to compete on the pommel horse. He's the British pommel horse champion as it stands at the moment, and he scored a 13.633, so looking to claw back some tenths that he lost on floor here. Jamie Lewis with his second piece.
Well, let's see what he can do on this piece of apparatus. Very solid start. Good extension, breaks up into the handstand. He's going to come back down. That's good work. Well done, Jamie. Fantastic flexibility and separation there in the flares. He'll travel back down the horse and forwards. This is great pommel work. Come on, keep the momentum. Up into the handstand pirouettes all the way through. Great routine. Well done, Jamie.
Brilliant. Really showing Europe what he's capable of here.
Well, and showing that Great Britain have got the young pommel horse workers coming along. They just need a little bit of time to learn their trade at this highest level. A great separation there.
It was a well-constructed routine, wasn't it? A mixture of difficulty and crowd-pleasing moves. That's our Chaperny of Ukraine. Next at the end of the vault runway. Took a bronze medal at the Worlds and the Euros.
And he gets some speed down that runway, doesn't he?
That's
how you do a handspring double front half out. Chest absolutely right up on landing.
Look at the height.
That's how you do the Dragulescu.
14.766. It's a huge score for Chaperny.
Huge vault.
See him again in the vault final. Jamie Lewis, 13.9. Excellent score for pommel horse. Well done, that man.
Up on qualification.
Yeah. Yeah, respect from the other gymnasts in the arena for that performance. Sebastian Spunevik from Norway. Spunevik was leading this after the first piece of apparatus, so looking to hang on to medal spots.
Good control. A little bit rushed in that phase of the routine. Hand shuffle, not the most difficult. Big dismount though, double back with a full twist. Well, you don't see many dismounts like that. I think the last time I saw that was Marius Ozika of Romania, probably a good 20 years ago.
Niels Dunkel scores 13.5 for rings.
No wonder he's happy.
He's in the lead as it stands. Across to rings we go. And this is Anthony Monsat. Finished 4th in the mixed team final yesterday. How strength-sapping would that experience have been? Well, we're about to find out as he's put to the test on rings here. I was really impressed with what I saw from him actually in the mixed team final. Just 18 years old.
Yes, he impressed us all, and we didn't see him on rings actually.
No.
That was the men didn't do rings in that mixed team competition, but he looks like he's strong.
Well, it'll be interesting.
And
He's
able.
18 years old, so he doesn't have all of that kind of senior strength development yet. Yeah, let's see what he's capable of. Definitely one to keep an eye on over the next few years. Welcome to the senior ranks.
Immediately to a strength position, you need the feet as high as the shoulders there. And he lifts to a good controlled handstand. Swinging into the handstand, just a little bit of loss of tension through the back. And you can see the rings start to move a tiny bit then. So good, double twisting, double back, but a little bit short of the strength elements, and I think that'll affect his difficulty score.
Yeah, a little bit of a nervy performance there in the handstand. The swinging part was really good, the double pike front somersault between the rings, but then when you get to handstand, the rings are wanting to move all over the place. You really have got to harness your power to hold them still. Big dismount. The potential's there, as you picked up earlier, Matt, just needs a few more years, develop that upper body strength.
Great dismount, and actually a lot of rings routines are won and lost on the dismount, but he's got great acrobatic skill, hasn't he, with his dismounts. Back to vault. To Martinez.
Well, powerful gymnast, and that's why 2.5 twist. And he actually made that look effortless.
He did. Well, he scored a 14.2 in qualification.
But if you look at his upper body and his shoulders, I mean, he's built for power. Would you say, Chris?
Oh yeah, absolutely, and it's interesting that the power of the great ring workers often makes them very good vaulters as well. They sort of go together as a pair, the ability to drive through your shoulders.
Sebastian Spunovic scores a 13.166, keeps him up in medal contention. He's up in second as it stands. Now, this is a gymnast that, when you look at the start list, qualified in 24th. So this is the dark horse of the competition.
Hold your horses, Matt. I don't think so. We'll see.
No, I'm just saying, well, I think he'll finish higher than 24th.
I agree.
He's in second with 4 to go. So Timo Eder of Germany.
A little bit low on that first crucifix.
This is the gymnast that took gold yesterday in the mixed team final.
Be a little jaded then. We can forgive him that. Oh, and he just had to bend the arms, regroup a little bit in the handstand. And again, what a shame. Come on.
The crowd are right behind him, of course.
Oh, and a big triple back to finish. Well, what about that?
Absolutely cramming in the difficulty. 12.2 he scores, but give him extra points for effort. I mean, how he managed to just calm the rings to get that triple away. Love it. Anthony Monsar, 12.7 for his rings. Saladino on vault. He was in the vault final at the Euros 3 years ago.
Oh, and he wrapped that in. Was that a triple, I think? All the way round. Let's count the twists. It turns on 1, 2, and a 3. Triple twist, one of the most difficult vaults you'll see. Bit ragged on the landing.
Nearly 3.5, wasn't it? 13.966.
Well, actually, vault is an apparatus where they have actually dropped the scores in a line with the other apparatus, losing 2 moves. So it makes it more difficult to get a big score, but that's a huge vault.
So after 2 pieces of apparatus, Nils Dunkel of Germany leads this competition in front of the home crowd. Sebastian Spunevik of Norway currently in second. Leo Saladino, after that vault, is in third. So Luke Whitehouse has dropped out of the top 16. He's down in 20th now, and Jamie Lewis of Great Britain goes ahead of him into 17th. That's a big climb from 24th after the first piece of apparatus.
Just shows you how quickly a mistake can drop you down. But one of the great things on the men's side is there's 6 pieces of apparatus, so you can climb back. And there's the chance that others will make a mistake on their 6-way round 6 pieces.
And let's not be too despondent. The men have just won the team title.
Oh, wow.
They got a silver in the mixed team last night. We've got an array of apparatus finals, and these gymnasts are the new breed, aren't they? It's early into this Olympic cycle, and this is where we want them to make mistakes. I know you don't want somebody to make a mistake, but actually this is where you learn the most in gymnastics, is making, and we might say a careless mistake, but mistakes that don't normally happen. And what would you say? Would you want to make the mistake in the European Championships or in the Olympic Games? And we want to make them in the European Championships.
Yeah, I mean, it's so true, isn't it, that when you're in the moment, sometimes it just happens and you're not sure what you know, you're just on automatic pilot, aren't you? But you know, I remember, you know, talking to the great Max Whitlock as well, and the importance of being sort of present during your routine is something he really worked on, and he could then really cope with situations when they occurred, and that's what experience is, Chris.
Oh, absolutely, and for both of these guys, it's their first major all-around final, and they'll gain lots from today. They'll go away and they'll know how they have to prepare their minds. And and the all-around is a bit something where you've got to, you know, it's not a question of being the most excellent on a piece. It's about not throwing the competition away on any piece.
Yeah, I agree. And if you think about, you know, you've coached Alice through the biggest part of her life. She had really bad competitions, but that's probably been her greatest strength when she steps up at the Olympic Games or on the floor, and that's why she won all the titles she did.
Yeah, you have to start somewhere, and you learn from your mistakes.
Robert Kiermes of Finland starts off the third rotation. There's 6 pieces of apparatus in this men's all-round final. 3.6 was his score in qualification. He was the 9th highest qualifier for this men's all-round.
And here comes the vault. Now, not the most spectacular vault, but very efficient. It's the sort of vault that builds your score. To be a good all-rounder, you have to have your pieces that are great, but then you have to make sure that you're efficient on all the others.
So Luke Whitehouse now on rings. Got to put all of the upset that happened to him on pommel horse behind him now and just focus on the next 4.
good strong start. Circle round into the crucifix. Azarian. Oh, and look at the strength there. The front somersault directly into a crucifix known as the Homner. The judges are looking for straight arms on this apparatus and beautiful swinging there. One of the requirements the gymnasts have to swing into a static handstand. Watch the big dismounter now. Another triple
Yes!
back for Whitehouse.
He's brilliant, isn't he? I mean, he's the ultimate rotator. He did ever so well as well to just kind of manage the swing that he had on the rings there. Luke Whitehouse back in the game. 13.533 for Kermes of Finland for vault.
I was enormously impressed with that from Luke Whitehouse. He's gained massive upper body strength, and he was so cool there. Having known that he'd performed poorly on one piece, he absolutely put it behind him and moved on to the next.
Well, from one ring triple backer to the other, Timo Edda, a 19-year-old who won the gold medal yesterday, and rings to vault.
And, ooh, 2.5. It was a little under-rotated, but he's quite a fighter, this lad. There was no sitting down, was there?
Oh, no, he's an exciting gymnast to watch.
He's got a really good physique for the all-round competition because he's not too bulky in the upper body, which causes problems on an apparatus like the pommel horse and the parallel bars. So for somebody with his physique, that's a big vault, a 2.5 twist, and 19 years of age.
And you know, we've seen many a gymnast when their hips are behind the feet like that just sit down, but he had the presence of mind, take that step.
Ciapponi now was fantastic over on vault. What can he do here on parallel bars? Actually finished 6th on this piece at the European Championships last year. Going to go over 13 for sure on this piece.
Following in the footsteps of the great Kovtan Vernayev. Well done, onto the one rail. The turn from the one bar upgrades the difficulty. Beautiful transition there. The Tippelt will work back along the bars now, changing body shape. Beautiful flight there, the Bavzar skill. Come on, dismount to go. Pops up, the double front, good routine. Little soft in the back in a couple of places, but packed with difficulty.
He did, he worked his way and forced his way through that routine, building every 10th as he went. Timo Edda scores 13.433 for vault. And over to his compatriot. So, Nils Dunkel, listen to the roar as the current leader steps forward, ready for vault.
Well, such a different piece of apparatus this. We've seen him on rings and pommels. Can he explode now? Ooh, and he doesn't find that quite so easy, does he? It was a very long vault, a bit of a step to the side and going out. He didn't quite get the pop off the top he'd have liked.
Well, he had a look down straight away to the light, and didn't he? He had a little smile to himself.
Oh, he got his feet down. It was good enough.
Yeah, it was good enough. I mean, it's over so quickly, this piece. You can't really react at all. You just got to go with it and make the most of it, haven't you? And he does exactly that.
But you can see they're not quite such easy pieces for him as rings and pommels.
It's hard to see whether he's fully out the lines, which is a 0.3. Let's have a look.
Yeah, you can see him drift there.
Drifting. Oh, no, that's all right. Oh. Yeah, he managed maybe a 0.1.
Luke Whitehouse on ring scores 13.533. up into third, but there's still a lot of gymnastics to go here. But he's
good solid performance that. He should be happy with that. I don't think pommels was too big a problem for him. It was uncharacteristic. It was just on the dismount. It's not like he hasn't got the capabilities. Again, probably something he's never done in training. So it's down to a learning experience.
13.733. Ciperni goes up into second. And keep an eye on Ciperni because he qualified 14th. He's quietly working away in the background, but he will climb. High bar next for Ciperni. As we stay with parallel bars, this is Victor Martinez of Belgium. He scored 13.133 in qualification, so he's pretty handy on this piece. He's great on vault, wasn't he?
He was.
Well, he has the shoulders for vault and rings. So it's whether he's got so much bulk he can swing the parallel bars. We shall see.
Well, 13 in qualification. Not too shabby.
Ooh, and just having to use a little bit of his strength to get into that handstand. Very dynamic. The under somersault skills. Oh, that's a big skill. A long swing into the Diamondov. Down onto one rail. Gymnast can do that. Oh, and he's having to fight.
Keep
Come
it
on.
going, son.
Just a dismount to go. Well, he battled through that routine. That's why he's got arms like that.
Yeah, used a little bit more strength and swing, but
it felt a bit of a rush to me. He never quite peaked on any move, did he? He never quite hit the top of any move.
I mean, look how far his shoulders have. Most gymnasts would have fallen forward and headbutted the other bar. I mean, he is a powerful gymnast.
Nils Dunkel scores a 13.266 with that step to the side on vault. High bar now. So Sebastian Spunovic. I'm excited to see what he's got to offer here on high bar. This gymnast currently in second place.
Well, he's swinging freely. Up into the handstand. Here comes the shape change. Can he release and recatch? He can. Huge somersault over the bar to recatch. And again, without the twist. So we've had one ordinary, one with the full twist. Now come the catcher.
Oh, no!
But you could just see he was long on that, couldn't you?
Oh, what a shame. This lad went all out for it.
He did indeed.
He was gunning for a medal.
But you could just see he hadn't kept the feet this side of the bar long enough.
Matt, you were closer to catching that bar then than he was.
What a shame.
And generally you consider the gymnasts are more able to control the Kachev move.
Bonus for guts. Give him a bonus for guts.
Good Stolder. He swings on nice straight arms. Oh, and a big, big triple. What a shame.
Yeah, what a shame. Right, I tell you what, Craig, you think about how much he's lost for that, and then add that to the end.
And he still won't win a medal.
I bet he's close.
But I'll tell you something, what a performance. It was very entertaining, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And you talk about amplitude and virtuosity. He was a flyer, wasn't he? He had great height above the bar on the release and catches.
He's the new Zonderland. Come on, son.
You're right, really. And that triple back at the end, I mean, usually they go up and down on the spot, but that travelled as well.
Yeah. 12.966 for Victor Martinez. Muscles his way to fourth.
Well, he's enjoying his biscuit.
Back to vault we go. Casimir Schmidt made the European vault final last year.
Oh, that was excellent, wasn't it?
Beautiful.
A little bit less of a high tariff because he didn't have the half turn out, but you don't see many of these vaults that plop out of the air as efficiently as that. He opened out at exactly the right time.
Graceful. A 14.1 for Casimir Schmidt.
I think he was as surprised as anybody, wasn't he, with the look on his face?
I do agree with you there, Matt. He made that look graceful, which is quite a feat when you're talking about men's vault.
So, Leo Saladino chalking up. He's going to make sure that all of the bars are chalked up. He's using the full length of them. He's qualified with the 4th highest score at these championships for the parallel bar final. Really looking forward to seeing this routine here.
And actually, Matt, you were talking about he's going to use the full length of the bars. It is actually not a requirement that they use the full length of the bars, but actually, if you want to gain difficulty, you know, travelling under the bars is one of the requirements.
Yeah.
So you are going to travel quite a bit. And this preparation is key, having the right grip.
There's a couple of adjustments you can make to the parallel bars as well. Get them just the right width for your shoulders to get through, and extra sticky stuff there in a bottle, and chalk probably from the home gym as well is chalk that's to his liking. So here he goes, the 4th highest qualifier for the parallel bar final in this men's all-around final.
Fluent on the front somersault into the handstand. A lovely shape. Oh, he had to fight then the front up rise into the Diamondov, so that lifts the difficulty because he came from that upper arm position. And a little flex in the elbows there. Fabulous control.
Still going.
He's still going. He hasn't travelled along the bars much at all.
No.
Oh, but what a finish. Double front with a half turn. He pretty much stuck in the middle of the bars there.
Absolutely nailed that landing, didn't he, the 22-year-old? See you again in the P-bar final.
Lovely line. Sometimes for me, he just flexed his knees a bit when he kicked up the front, but super body shape and very efficient with his pirouetting.
So how costly was that fall? 11 scored for Spunvik.
Well, it was the mark-off, but he also lost the value of the move. He didn't get credited with the Kachev.
We'll add that on as well, Matt, at the end. Okay.
Yeah, do it.
Probably a 0.4.
Yeah.
So 1.4.
I'll make a note of that now here, Christine, 1.4. Since when have you been on Matt's side? I can feel a bit of animosity down towards this end of the table.
Well, this lad has made it through into the high bar final. He got a bronze at the Europeans on high bar 2 years ago. The high-flying Joel Plata of Spain.
Well, good one-arm work to start. Squat dislocation. And with the half turn then, oh, that was very well linked straight into the full turning Kovacs. And here we go again in the straight position. Really efficient here. Now here we go into the Kachev. He made sure he caught that, but he brought it in a little bit close. He's had to use a bit of an exit here, but a hop full turn. Off we go into the full twisting double straight. It needed a bit of rescuing in the middle, but very exciting work.
Well, the hairband's still on, and let me tell you, there was a couple of hairy moments in that routine, weren't there, Craig?
There certainly was. He is a very exciting gymnast on this piece of apparatus. And I don't know whether, when he'd seen the previous gymnast fall on the catch-up, that he thought, yeah, I need to pull it in. And a few of those were very close, and the judges are looking for a catch on full stretch. And he does really work the bar. Look, winds up, changing body shape. Very precise on the dismount, the full twist, and the double straight position.
His hairband stayed on, but Craig's didn't. He was jumping around.
I was flinching
me
a little bit there. It does make me flinch, the high bar, to be fair, especially when they get a bit close, because it is made out of high tensile steel. So if you crack your head on that, which I've done many a time, it tickles a bit.
Oh dear. Matteo Giubilini on one of your favourite pieces, Craig. The rings. You've cracked your head on him a few times as well.
Thanks. Very quiet start. Lovely swinging element there, double pike, double front. Up into the handstand. Got great control of the rings. We need some strength in this routine though. But we're not going to see it. Double twisting, double back to finish. Very one-sided. So for me, that's lacking in a few of the areas that you need. You need swing to strength. You need a strength move. So
yeah, it was a very short routine, wasn't it?
whether he's got some shoulder injuries or just not got the capability.
Well, he was the last to go. He is the Swiss rings champion.
Well, actually, his difficulty in qualification was 3.7, so way down.
Saladino scores a 14. Frenchman on parallel bars puts him up into the lead.
Well, you weren't prepared for that, were you, Matt?
Adam Azil. Adam Azil was the European champion on this piece and a world champion back in 2022. And he's the second highest qualifier for the rings final, so he's been a bit quiet as far as the standings have been concerned on the first half of this competition, but he'll rise after this.
And the massive strength in his shoulders. Look at that, beautifully held. And again, another strength move. Such a beautiful shape. You've got to be horizontal to the floor. When you do this one, shoulders down in line with the rings. Physically, he's so suited to this apparatus and can hit that good handstand shape. He's got wonderful control through the middle of his body. And this is where he really gets his difficulty score up, by adding all those strength moves together. He has to swing as well, and that was effortless. And a double twisting, double straight, one of the most difficult dismounts you'll see. Great work.
And so important, that dismount for him. He absolutely smashed that routine.
Well, that's probably one of the best ring routines you're going to see of this championships. Absolutely dominated from start to finish.
14.766, deserves every 10th.
I think that's a new dismount in the straight position. I think he used to do it in the tuck position, but you can see he's built for rings, and I'm looking at his pommel score of 12 something. He's not built for pommel horse, but he is built for power.
And you can see the absolute hype he has to get to do those strength moves. It's one of the few pieces that the gymnasts can't train all the time, doing all their big strength moves. Just too sapping.
Yeah, the opening skill from just being in hang, underneath, pressing all the way up is just difficult to put into words.
Well, this is how things look halfway around. Leo Saladino of France, he's in the lead, he's moved up from third. Adam Azil has leaped up into second now, and Nils Dunkel still in contention in front of this home crowd in third. Ciappurni is now up into fourth. Super performance with Jamie Lewis. You can see he's now moved up into 15th place. He's climbing. We knew he would. Luke Whitehouse follows on in 17th. And Sebastian Spundvik, after his fall from high bar, is 22nd.
There's not a huge amount between these gymnasts. That's the thing.
No.
A fall is plummeting you down, and a clean routine is allowing you to be really quite near the top.
Well, there's about 7 gymnasts all on 40 so far. And then 2 on 41. It's whether Saladino and France can hold on with it.
Can hold it, yeah.
But Azil, I did say, could be the dark horse of this competition. Just whether that 12.833 on pommel horse will be too costly later on in the back half of the competition.
Well, Saladino didn't score highly on high bar, to be honest, which is his next piece. So he put in a 12.066 there. So it'll be very, very tough in piece 4, 5 and 6.
Well, if he fell in qualification, that'll put him another mark up, plus the skill potentially. It'll be interesting to see the positions after this rotation.
High bar is a piece that's very difficult to score highly on, isn't it? You know, 13.9 is the highest score I'm looking at here.
Well, you see, the judges are looking for the execution of the twisting elements that turns up in towards the handstand. So if you pass the handstand and you're looking, if you imagine a clock and you're 5 past, 10 past, you know, that's when you start and pick up your deduction. So if you're even past that, sometimes it questions whether it's worth doing or not. And then again, we're looking at the releases. You know, they want you to catch at full stretch. Well, the difference between full stretch and off, the margin for error is so small, so you tend to pull it in because you want to stay on. But again, that's a heavy deduction. I think it's similar to the women's bars, really.
Yeah.
You know, you get big deductions if you're not hitting those handstands.
So Meszaros is the first gymnast chalking up at the end of the vault runway. We're done for our warm-ups. We're about to get on with the second half of this competition. So 6 pieces of apparatus, 3 are done. Christopher Meszaros. He was in 8th place heading into this piece of apparatus, but he's a heck of a vaulter as well.
You can see the power. Lovely twisting, handspring straight front with double twist. Not so exciting as some of the big somersaulting, but very, very difficult.
Scored a 14 in qualification with that.
He has got the physique for twisting, hasn't he? And the all-around competition. Really powerful, really efficient. And that is a very difficult vault because you really have to accelerate from the springboard.
So Ciperni just outside of the medals in 4th halfway round. Very, very important high bar routine this for him. Can he get up close to the 13s and over? And that's what he's after.
Original one-arm work to start. Now winds up. First big release. Oh, plenty of height there. Just as Kovacs in the straight position. Straight Kachev. And again in the straddle position. In-bar work. One of the requirements. Dismount to go, winds up. Kicks in, double twisting, double
that's
straight.
Brilliant.
Well, not the most difficult on some of the releases, but actually the way it performed, and we talked about execution on high bar, should score well on execution.
13.833, just a little bit down on qualification, but a big score for Meszaros. He'll
Good
move back up the rankings now after that.
Good execution score in the 9s. We haven't seen many of those today.
No. I said he's a very efficient performer, isn't he? Vaulted back into first place anyhow.
As I've had a quiet competition so far. He was the highest qualifier for this all-round. He needs a big vault here to get back in contention.
And the round off. Ooh, very well landed, but look, he wasn't that far away from the platform. I'd be surprised if that was quite the score he needs.
Well, we haven't actually seen many Yuchenkos on the men's side, have we, in this competition? But it was quite close to the platform, Christine, as you suggested. Chest was down a little bit on landing, and what the judges are looking for, as well as the height, is they want quite a bit of distance from the platform, and he might, well, he will get deducted for that. Efficient in the twist and good alignment, but he needs his chest up a little bit more.
It just needs to be a bit of a bigger vault, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Higher, longer.
He needs a Christian Thomas on there, doesn't he? I mean, he could perform the Yuchenko, one of the best that I think we've ever seen.
13.733, so a couple of tenths down on qualification. He looks tired to me, you know, and he was in that mixed team final, and you think, you know, how costly was that for him in this all-round as the highest qualifier?
Yeah, well, I think we'll see the effects of that, won't we?
Jamie Lewis for Great Britain now on vault. Working his way up the rankings. He's a strong vaulter, is Jamie, the 24-year-old.
Oh, very
yes!
nice. You see now he's a long way from the platform. It has height and length. He's a classy gymnast. He's twisting his legs beautifully tight together.
He is, and if you just think now we're starting, this is the beginning of his journey, really. There's more room for twisting in there, and you can see the difference between the vault before that. It's very long.
Yeah, dead centre as well.
Halfway down the landing mat and right in the middle. Great vault. He's really picked himself up from the start of the competition. Very impressive.
How big is Traponi's score? It's 12.7.
See, difficulty only 4.1. Good on the execution. Into the 8s, mid-8s is good for Heibart.
So all eyes in this arena now on Nils Dunkel, the German gymnast who currently is in 3rd place in this men's all-round final. His 4th piece of 6. He scored 13.8 in qualification, and he's in the P-bar final. So there's another strong piece for Nils.
It's been a good piece for Germany over the years. Go back to the great Marcel Neuyen. Oh, lovely work. Long swing with the Amadov. Nice and high there, the straddle front somersault. Oh, it's going well so far. Ah, well done. I thought he'd nail that. You could see he was going for the absolute nail dismount, just that little step back. It'll score well. It'll keep him in contention, I think.
It's going to be really close in and around that kind of bronze, and in and outside the medals. It's going to be tense in it, that's for sure. Jamie Lewis vaults his way higher. 13.766 is in 4th as it stands. So Adam Azil, who's currently in 2nd place now, firing himself up for vault. And you can imagine this powerhouse, when he hits the table, he'll go up into the rafters. He is a brilliant, brilliant vaulter.
Just like he's a brilliant rings worker. Needs the explosion off the top now. Here he goes. Oh, couple of steps back. Handspring, double pike front with half turn. The most difficult vault we've seen so far today. But the couple of steps back will lose a few tenths on the execution.
Very difficult, Craig, to get that rotation round in that piked position.
Oh, unbelievable.
It's a long way round.
And I will forgive him those few steps back because he's so powerful. Look how he blocks. Legs locked together. You often see some of the gymnasts separate their legs a little bit, but his technique and his form, it'd be difficult for anybody down there to beat him. He executes things so well. And look at the height with the half turn. And he did very well to control it, Christine. But you can see he's fired up. He wants a medal. Yeah. And the way he's going to get one.
13-7-3-3 for Nils Dunkel. Currently first. Still a lot of scores to come in this round. Over to the 29-year-old from the Netherlands, just adjusting the parallel bars. Casimir Schmidt. He scored a 13.366 in qualification. So Schmidt was in 5th after the last round. Schmidt there with his 4th piece.
Tall gymnast. Makes his parallel bar work very elegant. Long lines and long levers. Look at the shape, the handstand pointed toes. Look at the extension, big dismount, the double front. The routines do seem so much shorter, and even though they've just lost 2 skills.
Yeah. 14.3 for Adam Azil. He's up into 1st place after that huge double front pike with half turn vault.
Well, he upped it by 4/10, and he only had a 13.5 in qualification. I mean, that is to have that in your locker. That's the confidence, and he's got a couple of good pieces to come as well.
Giubilini now on vault. 20 years old, 4th highest qualifier.
And another good twister, but a deep landing and a step to the side. I'd be surprised if that goes up into the 9s for execution. Good turn on, wraps him well. Always stylish, but he was offline right from the beginning, wasn't he?
I think it's very easy to tell. If the gymnast twists a little bit early, that will make them drift down to the line. So that's a technique.
Yeah.
And the ones that we've seen right down the middle, they block, initiate the somersault, then wrap in the twist, and they tend to be more central.
Casimir Schmidt, 13.433, keeps him in 5th place as it stands. High bar next for Schmidt. Leo Saladino of France next up onto the high bar, and he's the current leader in this men's all-round.
See how that handles the nerves of being the leader in this rotation. Oh, and that was very late. You know, I was talking about, you look at the clock there, you need to get to 12 o'clock. That was much better. And he connects it into the Kovacs. So he's definitely doing better. In-bar work, that's the Stalder. Just one of the requirements. Dismount to go. Winds up, changing shape, kicks up. Double twisting, double straight, great dismount. That was a great routine apart from that, the full turn out of the squat this low.
Well, he put in a 12.066 in qualification, helping him to qualify in 17th place. He's currently leading the competition. So not the most difficult routine that we've seen, but it was beautifully executed, other than the little moment you're talking about, Craig.
Yeah.
13.166 for Giubilini. 10th for him as it stands.
Just drifting away a little bit, I feel, at the moment. But he's probably got good pieces, P-bars and high bars still to go.
So Great Britain's Luke Whitehouse is the last vaulter in this rotation. He scored a 13.9 in qualification. He's a big, big vaulter. Brilliant through the air. Big block as well, those strong shoulders, helping to launch him up into the arena. Here goes Luke Whitehouse with his 4th piece. This European all-round final.
Well, he needs a big vault here. Blocks in. Oh, double front, but that was a deep, deep landing. I think he kept his hips just off the floor. It was a bit of an early tuck before he really left the top of the platform.
Yeah, I think he got it round.
He did get it round, I think so, but it was a bit of a squeeze.
Yeah, it was a very deep landing. Good form in the air. And the judges are looking for that kick out and extension. He's just holding that tuck shape. But he's quite a big gymnast, and that's a long way around. We say it's a handspring double front, but it's actually 2.5 somersaults from the hands. Watch here. Really got to drive and block.
He tucks early, doesn't he?
And I think that probably it slows down the rotation. You've got to drive the heels, create the rotation and wrap in.
Saladino scores 13.166, so he's a mark up from where he was in qualification. Stays in the lead. Nicola Kohler of Belgium. Now we're going to go to Yuman Abedini on parallel bars of Italy. Gymnast that took a bronze medal in the all-round last year at these European Championships.
Very dynamic on this piece of apparatus. Fluent there in the handstand. Another tall gymnast that works this apparatus well. Lovely turn there, the Diamondov again with the extra quarter turn down onto one rail, showing strength and flexibility. Lovely flight there. Dismount to go, double pipe back, good, solid routine, very neat, good on the execution. Probably not, again, one of the most difficult we're going to see, but execution should be good.
Luke Whitehouse's score is in, it's 13.333. Drops down to 15th after that deep landing. To Joel Platter. It's taken to the floor area.
Oh, and he kept that in. Double twisting front into double front. And a very nice double straight on the way back. Two and a half twist-ins, punch front just along the side. These gymnasts are so aware, so spatially able to know where the floor is. These all components of a floor routine. You must show you can balance, so show you can do non-acrobatic moves. But most of all, you have to be able to tumble, and that's a beautiful double twisting, double back. Strong, full twisting, double tuck to finish. Full of power, full of excitement there, Matt.
I loved that routine. Zippy, wasn't he? really fast pace, 13.833. He was in 6th place, heading up to floor.
He's a very compact gymnast, isn't he? And dynamic gymnast.
Yeah, brilliant, brilliant to watch. It's the 13th place now for Yumin Abedini, 13.4 for parallel bars. So Robert Kermis, last gymnast on parallel bars in this round. He qualified 9th at the 25-year-old. A 13.366 in qualification, so got the ability on parallel bars.
Ooh, what a fight there, the front up rise with the half turn. Ooh, and having to use strength, get into that handstand. He's a little bit rattled. Come on. Just those little adjustments, these tense here and there. Good dismount, actually. It's a good way to finish, but it didn't seem very settled from the start, did it, Christine?
No, he didn't, and he really just made us all realise how excellent the P-bar work we've seen.
Yeah.
Because when it's a struggle, it's a real struggle, isn't it?
Right, that little drop of the shoulder and that dismount, adding an extra half turn, build the difficulty.
That was very efficient.
Yeah.
Quickly get prepared because the guys on parallel bars head to high bar, and if you're last up you've got to be quick to get your straps on, bandages.
And of course, Craig, completely different set of handguards for high bar to P bars.
And rings.
And rings, yeah. Yeah.
I know you meant rings. I'm thinking, I've never seen anybody with P. Well, actually,
Yeah, no.
there have been people in the past wear guards, war guards on parallel bars. Best looking like me. I've lost my mind.
Yes,
And wrist supports as well.
support, yeah, sorry.
I'm on your side, Chris. I've got you covered.
But what I meant was people would think that you use the same kit all the way around the apparatus, but it's all very different. Actually, it's the taking the tape off and back on that takes the real time, isn't it?
And it takes the hairs off your wrists. It doesn't make your eyes water.
A chance to look back then at Anthony Monsart of France. This young lad. We saw him earlier on rings. He got to offer on parallel bars.
Well, that was beautifully timed, that front somersault. And again, just lost a little bit of body tension. The full pirouette there. The aim is to swing back into that perfect handstand shape, just like that. Oh, and that was very efficient with the turn. Up he comes to set himself for the dismount, another super dismount.
Fantastic. He was brilliant yesterday in the mixed team final, and continuing that. Look, he's gone north of 14.066 for Anthony Monsart. He qualified in 11th place. 2 more pieces then left to go. You can see the gymnasts warming up, and here's how things look with just 2 pieces left to go. So Adam Azil now out in the lead. Saladino is in 2nd. Nils Dunkel still in medal contention there in 3rd. Joe Platter, after floor, moves up to 4th. Chaputny has dropped to 7th, the Ukrainian gymnast. Jimmy Lewis is in 10th place.
Slowly climbing.
Yeah.
Interesting, the top 3 from qualification aren't yet in contention for a medal. So it just goes to prove the depth within this final, how good it is. It's not just a one-horse race. And Matt, I just want to remind you, Adam Azil Turkey, I did say he's the one to watch, and I'm confident now he's got 2 good pieces. I mean, what was it? He didn't win last time, but the time before, he was all-around champion. Could this be the second time?
I was going to say he's been here before as well. There's a lot of inexperienced gymnasts in this final, whereas he's one who knows what it takes.
And you're right, that experience, he obviously played safe, because to get into the final, that's all you want to do, is get into the final. Up that big vault, he knew he had that in the locker, and that really has propelled him up the table.
Well, here is that top group that move now to parallel bars. And as Craig was alluding, it's a good piece for Adam Asil. He scored a 13.633, but he was the all-round champion from 2023. So Nils Dunkel on high bar. Can he keep in medal contention? 12.733 was his qualification score.
Well, the crowd will certainly be behind him, Matt.
Absolutely. Guaranteed.
I mean, if Saladino of France could hold on, that would be great for France, actually, because, again, they haven't had a good run of it of late. And so to take an all-round medal.
Well, as far as the French are concerned, the last time they got a medal in the all-round was a silver in 1998.
What?
Yes.
Who was it?
French gymnast.
I think, was it Karbanenko?
Maybe.
Dmitry Karbanenko.
It was Dmitry Karbanenko. It was Karbanenko.
Get in there. Thank you. I'm going home now. Mic drop. Done.
Well done, Craig. But that goes back a long time, Karbanenko.
And I think they won the team that year as well. Go on, Beth, check again. I'm pushing it. I'm bound to run out of luck. They did win the team event, similar sort of time.
However, Craig, you are completely right. They've been very quiet for a lot of years now.
Well, lots of questions to be asked in the next 2 rounds. But Nils Dunkel approaches high bar for this rotation. He's in medal contention. Can he stay there? Last time Germany got a medal was 2011. It was a gold, Philip Boy.
Oh, 4-5 on difficulty, adding qualification. Oh, and again, that was very late towards the horizontal. And again, probably about 10 past there, so his execution is what holds him back. Straddle catch, have a relatively easy release and catch, but one of the requirements in the pike position, again, just have to flex the knees.
Come on, son. Finish it.
Come on, winds up. He needs a good solid dismount. Kicks up, double twisting, double straight. Good dismount, but there were plenty of errors in there. Am I right, Beth, for the team as well? France won the team that year. Put me on mastermind. It's only because I was around at
Exactly,
that
it's the nostalgia.
yeah. That's why you're good with the 50s, Matt.
Look at Nils, though. He's absolutely going for it.
Yeah, it wasn't the hardest routine we've seen, but he's a lovely, stylish gymnast, isn't he? Legs locked together on that double twisting, double straight dismount. He's here to maximise his score.
Is he going to better 12.733 that he scored in qualification?
Probably not, I think I would say, but
We will wait and find out.
we'll leave it to the experts.
Well, he's sat next to us, Christine.
So Noah Seifert, who hasn't had the best of competitions, was the highest qualifier, got a bronze at the Euros last year, but he needs a huge routine here. Needs high 13s at the very least.
Well, he shows his lovely handstand shape to start. Super control. Lovely full turn. And movement between the rails so well. Nice high front somersault, swings out of it. Ready to travel along the parallel bars, really swinging impressively. This is what we haven't seen so much of in this championships. Up into the handstand again. It's been very efficient so far. Can we see the efficient dismount? Ooh. Yep, just a step, but that was good, strong work.
Blind landing as well, never easy. Come on, Nils. 12.733, which is exactly what he scored in qualification.
Mr. Consistent, yeah. And up into first place.
For now.
For now.
Lots of gymnastics still left to go, lots of scores to come in. This is Casimir Schmidt. He bettered Nils Dunkel in qualification. And Casimir Schmidt was sixth going into this round. It's going to be very, very close. The medals, there's no question about that.
Another very experienced gymnast, and that was better. That's what dislocation with the full turn. Got his hand back on, nearly at the handstand. He's taking a few extra swings to wind up into the next element. Good, Kovacs caught beautifully. And then the close bar work, swinging in that dislocated grip. A little bit untidy on the Stolder. But here comes the dismount. Oh, it travelled long, but he controlled it. Double twisting, double straight. He's delighted.
Good routine, actually. Some original work. He's very stiff in the hamstrings. If I was his coach, he needs to stretch him out a little bit, because to get into the Steinemann work.
Well, it is a big score from Noah Seifert, 14.266. Said we needed high 13s at the very least. He's gone over 14.
And he's gone into first place.
Yeah, it's the climb back from Noah Seifert as we join Great Britain's Jamie Lewis on parallel bars. The British all-around champion who's been climbing ever since his floor routine at the very beginning. He's on the comeback. Come on, Jamie Lewis.
Solid start, fluent into the handstand. Good straight arms, the under somersault. Lovely there, the Tippelt straight into the handstand. Very efficient routine. Oh, come on, that's it.
Good lad.
That's the difficult skill, turning back from the one bar. It's blind to catch. Come on, Jamie. Dismount to go. Double front, what a finish and what a fight of competition this young man's having.
Unbelievable stuff.
You can see the potential in this gymnast.
Oh, there's no question about it. He's got the difficulty and he's got the mental ability, hasn't he, to cope with when things don't quite go your way. He's dealing with it.
And the style.
12.933 for Casimir Schmidt. That's up on his qualification score. He's climbing as well.
Up into third.
Yeah.
For now.
That was an impressive routine from Jamie Lewis, even with the error in the middle.
Leo Saladino, the gymnast, in second. Stepping up to floor now. 2 to go for him.
Oh, very big. Opening tumble, triple twisting, double tuck. Oh, and made that look very easy, didn't he? Slightly overcooked the double front. He's a pretty complete gymnast, if he can do his balance. But he's steady, not the best shape, but he's certainly steady on the balance. Oh, super triple twist. Easily punches the straight front out of the 2.5.
Come on, nail this.
Double, double.
Oh, yes!
Well, that was excellent work. Really difficult tumbling. Tell me he's in the floor final, Matt. He's got to be in the floor final, that kid.
Well, I tell you what, that was absolutely unbelievable as far as... I mean, what is at stake here is a medal potentially for the first time in 27 years.
Huge opening tumble. 2 somersaults, 3 twists. And it's the way he came out. He was very accurate on the landings. Absolutely back with difficulty. Thierry Ames there, the coach, was in that team that won the gold medal in the Europeans in '98.
Look at that score from Jamie Lewis, 13.366. Amongst good company, he's into 5th.
Well, with an error as well. Great score.
Well,
pressure's on now.
The current leader, Adam Azil, has a lot to do here on parallel bars to stay ahead of the rest of the field. The current leader, he did score 13.633 in qualification. He's going to need every 10th of that.
Fabulous control there. Very compact, precise hand movements are what is needed now. Go on. Oh, and he did well there. That's the McCutt skill, that blind turn from 1 bar. That's what gives you the bonus points. He's got a big dismount. Come on. Double front. Oh, and that's how you do it.
Magic.
Well, he's on fire, on song for a medal.
Well, he needs to see a joint score of over 68.564 to go ahead of Saladino.
He's so strong, isn't he?
I was going to say that bit where he pulled out, it was his strength that pulled him back between the bars, Chris.
Look how he kicks out of this dismount.
13.1 is what he needs over that. So
well,
he's going to go north of that, that's for sure.
Well, he had 13.6 with a 4.8 difficulty in qualification. I don't think he upped the difficulty there.
That bronze medal spot, I mean, is very, very close. It's just sort of 0.3 amongst the following 3 gymnasts. It's incredibly close, this fight for the bronze medal. So, Joel Platter of Spain now on pommel horse.
And he's impressed us throughout this competition. Wow, and he's swinging this beautifully. Oh, he just lost a little bit of rhythm there, but he pulled it back beautifully, traveling along the horse. So difficult this to travel along while keeping the rhythm and the swing. Up into the handstand, very quick into the pirouette, but secure in the dismount. That'll be good enough.
Well, he was in 4th. He's just scored a 13.333. Just waiting for Adam Azil's score to be confirmed. Surely he's done enough to stay in the lead ahead of Leo Saladino. Will Noah Seifert have done enough to stay up in medal contention? He was the highest qualifier, Noah Seifert. But Adam Azil, yes, he goes into the lead, 13.5. 8.7 on execution, 4.8 on the difficulty. He's ahead by 0.3 ahead of Saladino.
Well, he's been in this position before when he was against Jake in 2023 and he went to high bar.
Yeah.
So he's got the experience and he knows what it feels like. But
the
Saladino,
pressure's on, massive.
Oh, absolutely.
Honestly, it's huge. And certainly when you go into a piece like high bar where we've seen how costly a fall is, you're out, you're literally gone. Giubellini now on parallel bars.
Beautiful in the long swing Diamondov. Fluent into the handstand, precise with the hand movements. And again there, that was fabulous, the control. Oh my word.
What a shame.
He's done the most difficult part of the routine. Big dismount, what a shame. It is really a lack of experience for some of these gymnasts where you focus so much on the big skills and then just relax on concentration on the easy stuff.
Yeah.
Not that any of this is easy by any means.
Well, he's only 20 years old, and he is the Swiss P-bar champion.
Well, you can see why.
Well, we saw his teammate Noah Seifert earlier. Saladino scores a 13.866, second behind Adam Asil by 0.3. Anthony Monsart of France. I've really enjoyed watching this lad. I think he's brilliant. I really do. To have the depth of difficulty that he's got at his age, just 19 years old.
Well, it's certainly a good new generation of young French gymnasts coming along here. Oh, look, he hit handstand there. That pirouette definitely finished in handstand. Now, what about the releases? The full twist. Oh, that looked easy, didn't it? The full twist in Kovacs. Here's the Kachevs, the straight. The straddle. And he really is making sure he's catching at that full stretch. The forward elements as well. You have to swing in more than one grip. You can see the hands in reverse here. And in dislocation, normal swing, resumed, ready for the dismount. Double twisting, double straight. Very nice, classy work there.
Phenomenal stuff from the junior European high bar champion last year. He's now up in the senior ranks and he's making his mark, the 18-year-old.
Well, it was such a compelling performance, wasn't it? We talk about hitting the handstand. There's a real understanding in that squat dislocate where the handstand position is, catching at full strength.
14-1.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Could you imagine going from the juniors straight into the seniors and winning the high bar? Because a routine like that could.
Well,
he's qualified third for the high bar final.
Yeah. And now, of course, you are still only having to do 8 elements. It's the same as when you were doing junior code.
13.066 for Giubellini. And listen to the roar from the crowd here as the lad who took gold yesterday in the mixed team final steps up to high bar. They'll cheer him for every release and catch. Timo Eda, at 19 years old, steps up for his 5th piece of apparatus of the 6. Nearly there, son.
Well, that was a good handstand position, a little bit raggy in the legs. Huge full twist in the Kachev, and he'll go again. Another big release. Kovacs in the tuck position. Hovers over the bar on the straight Kachev. He's a very exciting talent, is this gymnast. He's a little bit wild at times and a little bit ragged, but huge potential. Come on, winds up, big dismount, wraps in, double twisting, double straight. Well,
I loved it, I loved it. Give him extra points for bravery.
He's got a bit of a look of a young Bill Azurchev, don't you think?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was just trying to think who he reminded me of.
So Cipollini now, the gymnast who was in 7th place after the last piece of apparatus. Ukrainian with great skill on this piece of apparatus too, stepping up to floor. He's qualified 6th for the floor final, and he scored over 14, so expect some floor fireworks here. Watch the rotation.
Oh, and that was lovely. The full twisting front into the double pike front, and he just made the landing look so easy. And the double twisting, double back, he's really the master of the perfect landing, isn't he? Oh, not that one. It was the easiest move. Super body tension to control the body as the legs meet the floor. Lovely flares work as well. All part of a good floor routine. Good style, very stylish gymnast. Big pause before this tumble. Full twisting, double back.
I'll check.
Well, there weren't many marks given away there on landing at all.
How many places is he going to rise after that? There's one more piece of apparatus left to go after this rotation is complete, as we head across the parallel bars to the Hungarian gymnast who qualified with the 2nd highest all-around score, Christopher Mezeros, 23 years old. He scored a 13.8 in qualification.
Excellent straight arm work. Oh, and unusual, the under somersault in with the extra somersault. So originality. Oh, and lovely flight there. The Bavzar skill, he'll work back into the centre of the bars. Oh, and a slight pause there. That's the Tipelt skill, and ideally it would finish in the handstand. Very difficult. Turns around the one arm. Dismount to go, double front, just that step forward. Good parallel bar work.
I like that parallel bar work. It's very zippy.
Full of originality.
Very confident.
He was brilliant on pommels, and you could see a lot of that sort of work shining through in parallel bars there, but he was in 5th, stepping up to this piece of apparatus. He's going to potentially be in contention here with one piece left to go, and it's high bar for Mezeros too.
It's quite parallel bars is quite a high scoring piece for the men. So if you're good at it, you can build your score well.
Well, Adam Mazil leads this competition ahead of Saladino. Seifert, Timo Edda's scores just come in at 13.166. So Noah Seifert is in 3rd. Anthony Mansart, that young French gymnast, in 4th. So France, having not had much medal contention at all since 1998, have 2 in the top 4. Ciperni moves it into 7th. He stays there, 13.633. Wow, what a final piece this is going to be.
All to play for.
Human Aberdini preparing for his 5th piece. He too is on high bar. And he was in the high bar final at the last Euros, so expect some release and catches. He's prepping for the first one.
Oh, and that was beautiful, wasn't it? Straight over the bar with full twist. And in the tuck position. He gets such height on those releases. Of course, the more height, the more opportunity to see the landing. But that was quite late coming out of the full turn. And a little bit late on the half turn as well. Full turn, that's where most of your deductions go, but that's a nice stoop. And Stolder Here comes the dismount, very high above the bar. He flies the highest for me above the high bar.
He really does understand. Look at the bend on the bar there, and the idea is when it rises, you pop off the bar. Mastery at work.
14.033 for Yumin Abedini.
Lots of time in the air to complete that double twist.
Meszaros up to third from fifth after parallel bars. 39.33. Very helpful score. High bar is the last piece for the top group. So that's the standings after 5. Adam Özil is ahead of France's Leo Saladino by 0.3. And then Meszaros, we just saw his parallel bars there, he's 0.1. Well, 1 mark behind the lead there, the Hungarian in third. And Swiss gymnast Noah Seifert drops out of the top 3. Jamie Lewis is in 11th now. And Luke Whitehouse, 19th. Not the competition that Luke was hoping for, that's for sure.
Now, it must be a long time since we've seen a Hungarian gymnast medal at
Yeah.
Europeans all around.
It was 1992, actually. It was a silver. Craig, who was that?
Actually, that was about Barcelona Olympics. So I can see the guy. It wasn't Sylvester Chonnelly, but it was that era. Give me an initial. Give me an initial.
Z. It begins with Z.
Zed.
Oh,
Zoya. No.
That's the first one.
Well, I've got the first name, haven't I?
Oh, it begins with Z.
Oh, it begins with Z. Who've we got? Go on then.
Zoltan.
Zoltan Sapola.
Yeah.
Yeah! I needed a bit of help there. And he ran off to join the circus, believe it or not.
1992.
Same era as Sherbo.
Wow. I competed against Sapola. A bit after 92, though.
well, that just shows you.
How old I am.
I was going to say,
92.
what a long time. We've had to wait
Yeah.
to see a great
That's so
Hungarian
true.
gymnast.
What would you say was your best year? When were you in your prime? What year?
I'm still waiting. I would definitely say 2000.
Yeah.
I peaked probably at the Olympics, hit my PB in that final. So, yeah, 2000, I think. I'm waiting for my second peak now.
Yeah. This is it, Craig.
Oh, this is it. Is this it? Right. Well, looking at this, I think the problem for France will be he's going to Pommels. So I think we could, the drought for a Hungarian medal may be over. But Seifert's pretty decent on the high bar, so it is going to be really tough. I think it'd be Özil's to lose.
Oh, Meszaros, no, he's on Ibar. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he could move up there. But so Seifert as well.
Well, on we go with the last rotation. Casimir Schmidt, you can see there at the front on floor. These are just warming up still, I think. No, we're in the game. We're in the game, and there is Casimir Schmidt now with his second pass.
And we saw at a distance the good first pass. He's full of determination and aggression. Full twisting double back. Lift to handstand on the fingers. Good control. Triple twist, little scurry back, but he keeps it well within the lines. Now, ideally, the judges want to see the foot higher than the hips. But we've seen some wonderful tumbling, double pike there, and that has been a great competition for Schmidt.
Yeah, great showing for the 29-year-old.
Life in the old dog yet, as they say.
So Jamie Lewis for Great Britain wraps up his all-round competition on high bar. What a showing it has been from the young lad, picking up the baton from the great all-rounders, likes of Joe Fraser, who was the last gymnast to win gold for Great Britain. In good hands as far as Jamie Lewis is concerned.
Perfect position, that's what we've been talking about, hitting the handstand, winds up, big release. Beautiful in the Kovacs. That's the first. And again with the full turn, it's just a little bend of the arms. Strelkachev. Lots of variety within the routine. Just the dismount to go, winds up, kicks up into the rafters. Double twisting, double straight, what a way to finish.
Yes.
Well, he might have not had the best start to the competition, but he has really shown himself well.
He has, in the fact that he just, well, the last thing he did was crumble. He's just built from there. I mean, it's been fantastic to watch.
Absolutely fabulous.
Schmidt goes into the lead. Great floor from him.
Well, I have to say, I feel Jamie Lewis looks very promising for Great Britain. He's great at pieces that we've not had people so strong at, and I think he looks a very exciting prospect.
Well, Leo Saladino was just 0.3 behind the leader, Adam Azil.
And he needs the pommel routine of his life. He's certainly impressed us. And he's swinging confidently here. Has to keep his focus, keep those hips high above the pommels. Travelling well. Up into the handstand, into the dismount. That was a good performance. Will it have the difficulty to hold onto a medal?
Look at that, his fingers are crossed. He did everything that he could. He didn't give away too much there, but it is going to be pommels versus high bar. Saladino hoping for the first medal from France since 1998, and his compatriot is just beside him on floor. Anthony Monsart in 5th at the moment. He wants the floor routine of his life here.
3.5 twists to start. Hard to land those, but he made it look easy. Running double front. Super landings, but it's linking the big skills together that gets you the big difficulty score. Very nicely prepared, these gymnasts. Good flexibility, lovely handstand shapes.
Hard to believe he was a junior last year, isn't it?
And he's shown the control. There we go, 2.5 into the straight front. First combination tumble we've seen. But we've seen great landings, full twisting double back. Well, he's laid the challenge down. He's given nothing away there.
Gosh, I mean, that was incredible. It's a long way around 6 pieces of apparatus, strength sapping in so many ways, but for Monsart to come out and deliver that, as Jamie Lewis has done too, 79.798 his final score. Brilliant. We said, didn't we, Chris, that this is the year for the youngsters to make a name for themselves, and both those gymnasts are doing exactly that, Monsart and Jamie Lewis.
Very much so. It's a very exciting time.
Well, there's huge pressure on this routine. Adam Azil steps up. to try and win back a title that he had a couple of years ago in this men's all-around competition. There's just him and the high bar between a medal and not.
Fabulous flight on the first release over the bar. Really needs to hit the handstands if he wants to get a good execution score. That was a little bit past the vertical. No problem there, and a good straight arm on the catch. Very secure in this routine. Double twisting, double back, six the landing. Well, I think that routine will be good enough. I mean, if he takes the title again, fantastic performance.
Well, there was 0.3 between him and Saladino, who was over on pommel horse. It was Saladino's pommel horse versus this routine. It wasn't the hardest high bar routine that we've seen today, but it was executed well.
Well, he's given it his all. He couldn't have gone any better, really. He maximised his really good pieces, and he's made sure that the pieces he doesn't find so easy have been good enough.
It's got to be good enough. Surely it's got to be good enough. It looked so neat, and that dismount was perfect. But
there was just one part
yeah.
in the routine, but the rest of it, full extension on the release and catch. Yeah, I think that's going to take it for me.
Well, Saladino has scored 12.866 on pommel horse, finishing with 81. It's got to be enough from Adam Azil.
Well, we've got Mazarosh and Seifert to go, which could push Saladino out.
Yumin Aberdini, he's a great floor worker, is Aberdini. Scored high 13s, opting to start with the balance to not break his floor with the tumbles. Oh.
How surprising. He's looked so strong and secure, just opened at the wrong moment. Oh, and another not very secure looking landing there. That's better. He looks to be jumping well, but has not been so precise on those landings. Super extension on the flares. Lovely flexibility. And super control. The ingredients of a good floor routine. Double Arabian to finish. Well, that was a big surprise. It was just one element and he just mistimed the landing.
Very uncharacteristic, actually. Normally very good on the floor, but again, if the first element doesn't go to plan, it's really unsettling.
Monsar scores 81.098, goes, well, it says second at the moment. So Saladino is in the lead. We haven't had Azil score yet. And then Monsar second, but surely Adam Azil has to go into the lead. He's seen the scoreboard. It's in. Yes, he's gone ahead by 0.968. It was a huge horizontal bar routine, 13.5. Oh, everyone's celebrating. He's won back the title that he grasped in 2023, got a bronze in 2022, but he's the golden boy again.
Well, with 2 to go as well in that final group, but I think you're right, Matt.
Oh, yes.
Is that something else I got right?
Joel Platter.
Today?
What's that?
I must have got that right today about
What, there's
Azil.
a few more left to go?
No, I win.
Joel Platter now on rings.
And he's another gymnast that's really performed well. Needs the feet just a little bit higher on that planche. Controls the top of that swing. A little soft in the back on that handstand. Swinging up into the dismount, double twisting, double straight, a lovely big dismount, but not quite the strength work we've seen from some. But a great competition for him.
He has, Christine. He's had a great competition. Good camera angle there. Back up rising to the straddle top planche. You see, he winds up into the big dismount. Double twisting, double straight.
Well,
I reckon low 13s.
he was in 6th. He's moved up to 4th at the moment, but there is still a few more gymnasts left to go, but surely none of them can catch Adam Azil. Human Aberdini, 8th for him, 12.3 for Floor.
Well, Seifert did a 13.966 on the high bar in qualification, but I don't know how far he was behind there, but I think he could be safe. But it's where 2nd and 3rd go.
Well, Cipollini, his final piece is Pommel Horse. 12.6 he put in qualification.
Not a piece of apparatus really you want to be finishing your competition on. Your arms are exhausted. He's got a great circle, just a little hesitation there, but he did well. Keep the momentum. Travelling backwards on the horse, Schiavado. The woo and his shoulders were completely out of line there. It is such a difficult apparatus to finish your competition on. He's got a great frame for Pommel Horse as well. Not too bulky in the shoulders. You could see there, once the shoulders had gone out of line, impossible to stay on, Christine.
Absolutely, you only have 30 seconds to restart.
And that's how you do it. No problem this time. Up into the handstand.
Oh dear.
Pirouettes at the wrong side.
Yeah.
What a shame. Apart from the pommels, he's had a great competition.
He was pushing all the way through. So Adam Azil is way out in the lead, but Saladino and Monsart, how comfortable are they sitting with the gymnasts that are left to go? That's the question. There's some that can really challenge.
I don't think he can bear to watch.
No.
That Mansard has really impressed us, hasn't he?
Brilliant.
Junior up into the seniors, currently in 3rd place.
Yeah.
With a few gymnasts to go.
Well, Luke Whitehouse finishes his all-around bid on high bar. It's not going to be the last we see of Luke. His finals tomorrow as well.
Generates great swing. Lovely turn into the handstand position. Here comes the release. Oh, and he pulled it in a little bit too close. Not quite been his day today. Allowed to re-chalk. See, he brought it in just a little bit too close, tried to be too secure. You catch, and if your elbows are bent like that, your grip can't resist the forces pulling you off.
And it takes great composure and guts to carry on with a routine like this after a moment like that. Credit to him.
For his Kachev moves now. Lovely straight Kachev into the Stolder to handstand. Double straight dismount. Well,
not his day, as you said, Chris.
not quite his day, but I'm sure we'll see him back. He started with a great floor routine and has showed lots of promise on all the apparatus. Just didn't quite come together for him today.
A valuable experience. You know, as we were saying before, Craig, you know, you get these competitions that teach you a great deal.
It is, and I think he's in this sort of not no man's land, but he's transferring from being a specialist on the floor to an all-round gymnast, and it takes a big ask to go from a specialist to an all-round gymnast, and mentally he's got to get back and prepare himself for tomorrow. That'll be the big test.
Cipollone scores an 11.866, proof that it happens to the best of them. Finishes on 78.998. Across to floor, and Germany. Nils Dunkel, who had a storming first half to the competition. He's in 7th, stepping up to the last piece of apparatus.
Oh, that was a perfect landing for the first element. Double front. 2.5 straight front. Lovely triple twist. Very stylish gymnast. Super lines. One and a half twist into full twist. Not quite the difficulty we've seen sometimes, but a good full twisting double back to finish. He really has worked a great competition today.
Well, if there's an award for somebody that's enjoyed the competition the most, it goes to that man right there.
Yeah, he's given every single one of those German spectators something to cheer for. They've loved every second.
Some good work in there at times as well, Christine, don't you think? 2.5 into the straight front somersault, and then finish with a full twisting double back. Big finish.
Yeah, good variety of work. He opened with a double front.
Luke scores a 10.833 after that fall on high bar. 76 scored for the all-round. Now, these last two can challenge for a medal. That's for sure. Christopher Meszaros and Noah Seifert. Adam Mazel is way out in the lead. Surely the gold is untouchable. However, silver and bronze is within grasp. Meszaros scored a 13.433. He's in the high bar final, as is Noah Seifert. So 2 big routines to come. Can these lads get themselves onto the medal podium in the men's all-around European final? It will go down to the wire, that's for sure.
Not bad on the first half turn. First of the big releases. Securely on, a little bit close. Winds up again. Full twist in the tuck position. That was a much better catch. Release and catch number 4. This gymnast oozes style. Really is the complete package. Love to see him be rewarded with a medal for his efforts today. Just a dismount to go, come on. Winds up, kicks in, double twist. What a performance. I don't think he could have done any better than that.
Can he get himself on the medal podium for the first time since 1992? It's a long time since Hungary have seen one of their gymnasts, and the all-around podium is the way it over.
A long time before he was born, that's for sure, when the Hungarian gymnast last took an all-around medal. But
Look at the form.
I was going to say he's got great style.
Stylish, yeah. Very, very stylish gymnast. And his physique is built for the all-round competition. Can't wait to see him in the years to come.
Fourth as it stands for Nils Dunkel.
You can't believe it.
Well done. I mean, sterling effort. We're applauding you, mate, honestly. Strong in every sense of the word.
Consistent.
Yeah.
Reliable. Very good
Look at
indeed.
Monza. Anthony Monza can't look. He's in third. Leo Saladino in second. And Adam Azil, 82.398. Congratulations all round.
Getting a bit crowded up there for seats, isn't it? It's pretty brutal, that.
Yeah. Oh. I mean, his first senior year, Monza.
His time will come.
But Mészáros, it's a bronze at the moment for Christopher Mészáros. Will he stay there with Noah Seifert left to go? So Saladino is guaranteed a medal. Monza, sadly not. And there's still another gymnast to go. And this lad will pressure the top three. He's had a quiet first half to his competition. He was the highest qualifier going into the all-round competition. He has had a few moments that haven't gone his way, but this needs to be the high bar routine of his life. He scored 13.966 in qualification. He needs 13 and a half-ish to get up onto that medal podium.
It's a big routine, big difficulty, big jeopardy. That was nice. Full turn. And again, this is the combination. And that was fabulous.
He's still on.
Come on, watch this. Up. Beautiful extension. Change the shape into the bar, the Steinemann swing.
Come on, you're halfway
Full
through.
of originality. Just needs a dismount.
Oh, hands down.
That's a full mark. Oh my God. Oh, I cannot believe that.
Well, they know what it means. They know it's game over for Noah Seifert. But there are your top three. There's no question about that. He went all out for the medal podium. But sadly, as has been his competition, those moments are just too costly.
Well, he went for everything, didn't he, Christine?
He did.
I mean, he did entertain us.
He did, and actually, he released a little bit long for a triple.
Yeah, there was a bit of a stall before he kicked his knees in.
There was a bit of a stall, yes. I was surprised that I thought, oh gosh, he's doing a double twisting, double tuck. But he went for the third somersault, and it was just one step too far. But what wonderful scenes here, and what great young gymnasts we're witnessing come through.
But what a competition. But Adam Azil of Turkey is victorious again. He won the title back in 2023. It's his again. Well done, that man. And what a story we're seeing from the Hungarian and the French gymnasts. So Mészáros taking the bronze. The last time Hungary got a medal in the all-round was 1992, and then Saladino of France, he takes the silver. The last time France got a medal in the all-round was 1998. But there's your golden boy, Adam Azil, the champion of Europe in the all-round competition. Leo Saladino, silver medalist.
Look at that score with a full 13. He'd have got a 14. That was been a huge high ball score. There's going to be a real battle with these gymnasts over the next 3 or 4 years, isn't there?
Listen to what it means, the roar from Adam Azil.
Well, he's been absolutely pumped up all evening. In my mind, I questioned whether he could control all that adrenaline, but he's certainly managed to channel it correctly, and really, he hasn't put a foot wrong.
Yeah, the 26-year-old back on top.
I think it was just his experience that edged him. He just kept his cool going into that last piece of apparatus, confident in his performance, and he didn't put everything out in qualification. He had plenty in the locker, and he's going to run off with Luigi, I don't know where.
Well,
but enjoy the moment.
He took the title by 0.968, so he was almost a mark ahead of the rest of the field, but it was really, really close between Leo Saladino and also Christopher Meszaros, less than 0.2 between them, but there's confirmation that Adam Azil is yet again the all-around champion of Europe. Leo Saladino, he takes the silver medal, and Christopher Meszaros the bronze. Anthony Monza just tense behind as well, but what a performance from Nils Dunkel in front of the home crowd. He finishes 5th, and Noah Seifert after that, hands down, way down the field in 6th. Jamie Lewis from Great Britain finishes in 9th.
Top 10 finish with your first move to sit down on the floor is pretty impressive.
Yes, absolutely, and Luke Whitehouse didn't have his day at all. Finishes 22nd, but he'll be back tomorrow. He needs a good night's sleep, that's for sure, in that floor final.
Yeah, and as I said, I don't think he should be too hard on himself. It's a heavy programme. Gymnasts tend to go from all-rounders to specialists. He's done it the other way around, so it'd be a big, invaluable learning experience, don't you think, Christine?
I do, and I thought all of his work looked good and solid. He just made a few errors. I mean, he worked all round in the qualification, so he didn't work yesterday, but today to work all around again was, you know, when you're not used to being the all-rounder, was quite a big, a different experience, and he will learn. I think for me, I would still have my money on him being a powerful all-rounder.
Yeah, I agree, and I think another solid floor routine as well, well into the 14s. I mean, if he come away from this championship with a medal on floor, and a gold at that is potentially there. I mean, we've got lots of British in the finals coming up, in the apparatus finals as well. So, again, I think we've been really successful so far, with more to come over the next couple of days.
Yeah, what an all-round final that was. Absolutely loved it. It was fantastic, wasn't it, the final round? Adam Azil victorious yet again. Yeah, talking of the GB finals, we've had Luke Whitehouse and Jamie Lewis there in the all-round. We've got Harry Hepworth, that is, and Luke Whitehouse tomorrow on floor. Harry's got a final as well on rings, and Courtney Tulloch is on rings too. And then we'll also be seeing Jake Jarman and Harry Hepworth on vault, and Courtney Tulloch on parallel bars. Ruby Evans has qualified for floor, and Ruby was in the all-round as well earlier on today.
Yep, she took 10th place, which was a great position for her. She had an error, just one fall, and that was on the uneven bars right at the end. But she'd worked 3 great days of competition in the qualification, and then she was our gymnast in the mixed team event where we took the silver.
Yeah.
And again today she worked another all-around competition, so she's done fantastically.
She has, yeah.
A 10th place is very impressive
and promising as well. That's the thing, isn't it? When you actually watch closely the performances, what's happening, what they're doing out there, you know, they're not far off that top spot, because it's a couple of falls which, you know, on sometimes if you're not having your day, happen.
Yeah. Absolutely. And like Jamie at 9th, Ruby at 10th, they're young gymnasts who you hope will build from that.
With falls.
Yep, absolutely.
And that's incredible when you think of it like that. And it's great actually to know that the strength in depth is there. It's coming through. He's just been patient. And you've got to go through this stage in your career to be able to put that into practice. You have to have those moments in international competition.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think back to Alice Kinsella's first Europeans, which was 2017, where she also came 10th, and she built from there to achieve many medals. So I'm sure these young gymnasts will do the same.
Well, we hope you've enjoyed the competition as much as we have. It's been a brilliant day of all-around gymnastics. Tomorrow, it's the turn of the individual specialists. So we hope that you can join us. We'll be on BBC 2 at 3 o'clock. But from myself, from Christine, Craig and Beth in the corner, good night. See you tomorrow.
We've got an epic summer of sport ahead of us. These names are going to be everywhere.
Sophie Ingle for Wales! It's it! This is turning into the Mire Shed.
It's a lifetime best for O'Connor.
It's Lauren James! Oh!
Going is South Ellie Kildan.
She's a side step.
Beats the fullback.
He throws the bunny.
Ellie Kildan.
And he's scored the shot.
What a superstar.
Ellie Gildon. Oh my.
It's a cruisy win for Coco.
But it's Eilish McColgan who takes the headlines here.
The BBC Sports Personality of the Year, Keely Hodgkinson.
Join us this summer, where names will be made, here on the BBC.